Hello, myself Professor S.K. Chaudhary, and today we are discussing the topic of object oriented programming. That is a unit number 5 of our syllabus of Python programming. So today we have to see about object oriented programming. We have previously looked at two different set of linguistic form of programming. There are various different forms of programming. So in that, the set of linguistic form are there. In that, the first one is imperative, that is, it includes all statements, loops and functions. Means using statements or either loops or by creating functions, we can design a program, and that is under the imperative part. The second linguistic form is a functional, which is using pure functions and higher order functions inside it to design any program. And the third is object oriented programming. So this is also another very popular way to write any program, which we have to learn right now. So let us discuss how to create this type of programs. So first is objects. As the name object oriented programming, it includes objects. So objects are created using classes. Objects are nothing but the characteristics of a particular thing. So here objects are created using classes. Now what do you mean by classes? So classes are just a way to define new sorts of stuff or reflecting real objects in a program's domain. Then class is a code template for creating objects. It is one type of template which is used to create an object. And a class can be described as an object's blueprint or description or definition. Means class totally describes objects related information, and that is nothing but a class. So the next question is how to create a class. That we have to see right now. So there is a method to create any class. So classes are created by using the keyword class and an intended block, which contains class methods. So always keep in mind that you have to use a keyword class, and then you have to put a name of that class, whatever you design. Of course, there should be an intended block. For example, if we discuss, see, class dog. If you see here, the first line of the program is class dog. Here class is a keyword and dog is the name of that class, and followed by colon. This is the standard syntax to write class. Then if you see the second line, it is def, that is define init. Init is one type of method which includes several arguments, self, color, legs. What we have done here, we want to differentiate dogs by their colors and legs. So here self is one type of argument, and inside that argument there is a color and legs. So after that, if you see, self dot color is equal to color, self dot legs is equal to legs. These are the arguments which we declare inside this class. Now after this, if you see this, Tommy is equal to dog in bracket double colon black 4. Here Tommy is the name of the dog, then dog is the class which we are recalling here, and inside that class dog, black is the color of that dog and 4 are the number of legs. Then rover is equal to dog, again dog colored, 4. And the third type of dog is Stumpy. It's not even type, it is the name of the dog which we use here. Different names are there. You can use any name over here by replacing Tommy, Rover and Stumpy, and you can also replace the colors of that dogs. So here if you see, Stumpy is equal to dog brown 3, means that Stumpy dog is having a color brown and it is having only 3 legs. So this code defines a class named dog, which is two attributes, color and legs. Then the class is used to create three separate objects of that class. So these are the three various separate objects which we have created inside this class. Now what do you mean by init method? This is one standard method which we are generally used in class. The init method is the most important method in a class. Without it, it is not possible to even design a class. So this is called when an instance or object of the class is created using the class name as a function. So dog is a name of that function, right? So here we have used that. All methods must have self as their first parameter. Python adds the self argument to the list. Here this self argument is automatically added in that list. Within a method definition, self refers to the object calling the method or instance calling the method. Means without self, if we are not using self, that class will give you an attribute error. Now this is the program which we have run, which I have run in the Python console. See class dog. After that we must have to put a indentation there, indented block, def init self color legs, self dot color is equal to color, then self dot legs is equal to legs. Then I have taken Tommy is equal to dog black comma 4, and then print. I want to print that color of the Tommy. So print Tommy dot color. Now what will be the expected output of this program? As of course we have given the print command, and inside the print we are calling color. We are asking for printing of color. So here in Tommy dog black, black is the color which we use to define, and that's why of course the expected output will be black, right? And if you replace the last line, that is print Tommy dot color, by replacing color, if you put legs there, then what will be the expected output? It is exactly 4, because we are asking for legs, right? Now if there is a task for you, just pause this video and try to do this task in a Python console window, that fill in the blanks to create a class and its constructor, taking one argument and assigning it to the name attribute. Then create an object of the class. Here we have taken student, and you have to create a class student, and then check for the name of the student in that class. If you put path, and if it is there, then it will show you that path, and if it is not, then it won't. You can print this name also there, right? So just do this task, and if you have any queries, then feel free to ask me. So thank you for watching.